Whoa. There you have it. Good morning, traders. Happy Friday. Happy March. Ah. Yo, so we've had 2 days, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 months of trading already. We're about to start our third month. Pretty incredible, man. Yo, what up, what up? Welcome to the show. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread. We are a live trading show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific. Do not forget to subscribe to the show. Follow us on Instagram at Shimano Trader. Or you could also follow our YouTube channel. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Let's get into the charts, go over some news for the week or for the day, and see what we have in store on March 1st. Yo, that transition sucks, but we'll get better at it. We'll get better at that transition, guys. No worries. Just got to get this chill down. So it sounds so loud on my headphones. Sometimes it sounds real loud on my headphones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For sure. Just a slight tilt. There we go. All right, hopefully that's not too loud. We'll keep this sucker down a little bit like this. See how that level hopes. All right, let's check it out now. Spiders, there it is. All right, traders, good morning. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week of trading. I got shaken out of my Apple call, my Apple puts last night. I was so upset. Right at the close too, man. I think if I wouldn't have been sitting in front of my computer, I probably would have held on to them. But nah, man, I didn't. So instead, I took SPY puts for today, end of day. That's what I did. So now we're gonna watch probably Apple sell off, and that sucks. But it is what it is, guys. I was checking out somebody on Twitter. I think it's called Elite Options on Twitter X, and you have to just come to the realization that you're gonna make mistakes as a trader, and you stop hesitating, stop looking back. It is what it is. But I'm going to take like Apple puts for next week too, because that's probably going to be a juicy put once it breaks that line of support. Or it's going to bounce there. You never know. All right, traders, we're going to do our morning setup on SPY real quick, and then we're going to get into the news. So let's go ahead and do that part real quick. Here's SPY currently. So we are sitting on puts for 506. We're going to see if we can get down there. It's going to be a little bit tough, but there was a little bit of a sell-off at night. And this could just be the little bit of a dead cat bounce that might be happening. We might flush. I think seasonality-wise, March is usually a bearish month. And depending on who you're listening to out there, we are expected to have a little bit of a pullback in the month of March. So don't forget that March is when the good old pandemic happened as well. So interesting month in the year. Okay, so let's do our pre-market highs here and our pre-market lows. So we're going to activate this. This is our previous day high. So the previous day high was up here. It looks like it, right? And this is an hour chart here. So that was the high of yesterday. So we're going to leave that on there. It's never exact, guys. All right, there you go. So that's your zone for the pre-market. I'm sorry, the previous day high. And we're going to grab our previous day low here. We're going to activate this sucker and put it down here. Ain't that wild? Look at those candles, man. I mean, you got to be a fan of candles, right? Like, look at this incredible wick here in the morning. And then you had this other wick up here. What if I do 30 minutes? Would it make a difference? There it is. All right, so there's our previous day high, previous day low. I'm going to grab our pre-market high here. We really don't know where that's at currently because the pre-market's still going on, but we're going to drop that sucker right there. And then our pre-market low, what a sell-off, right? Like, what a, this is interesting right here, this sell-off here that happened. All right, so those are going to be our levels for this morning. All right, this is going to be our previous day high, previous day low, pre-market low, pre-market high. Those are going to be the levels that we'll be trading on the SPY today, or at least keeping an eye on, and it should help us determine direction of the market. Boeing selling off. We had 202 puts. We made a nice bag yesterday on that. Tesla, I feel like we're going to have to maybe lighten our load here. But we'll see how the market plays out. We feel a little weird because it's the beginning of the month. There's been a lot of rotation. I don't know if you guys saw the market, like the last 5 minutes of the market yesterday. It was tremendous money that came into SPY and pumped it up yesterday, end of day. All right, let's read our... let's check out the news. See what's going on with the news. All right, this is your morning blast brought to you by Verified Investing. Check out Verified Investing on Twitter or X and follow those guys, man. I really like Gary Soloway's approach to the market. His technical analysis and the way he goes about it. I mean, he's catching a lot of slack right now because he's short Bitcoin. And, you know, obviously, he's been short Bitcoin for a couple $1,000. I think he started at 52 and then he added at 54 and then he added again at 56, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see how Gary does. But regardless of whatever, he's a good guy. If you ain't watching me, I encourage you guys to check him out 30 minutes before the market opens on YouTube. And he's able to give you some insight for the day, and he was helping me chart or helping me understand the oil and how it was operating, and I ended up closing my position yesterday, and it pumped this morning. So still got a lot to learn. All right, here we go. Musk, Tesla sues OpenAI, and Sam Altman claiming that the company was started for the benefit of all mankind and now has partnered with Microsoft, and it's all about profit, no matter what the cost of humanity. So good old Elon Musk kicking up dust, starting more trouble out there with people. The NYCB dropped 30% after management found material weakness in their loan portfolios. This within a week of Federal Reserve stopping its emergency lending program, Bank Term Funding Program, the BTFP, on March 11th. CEO exits the company. Yeah, man, there's so much talk, and I was reading an article yesterday, or watching. I'm trying to forgive me. His name escapes me. He's on YouTube, and he was breaking down multifamily, and breaking down how the market is literally on the brink of a major collapse because all these loans are coming due in the commercial real estate. And anyway, there's a lot of talk about that. Specifically in multifamily. I used to work for a company that served the multifamily space, and those guys they charge you $5,000 for a 500 square foot apartment, but they're terrible people in regards to how they pay and how they treat their vendors. So I have no sympathy for those people, but nevertheless, if you are you have to just be mindful, especially if your mutual fund, you have exposure to the multifamily sector. You got to be careful. All right, guys, let me just check my levels here. Make sure that I am not getting drowned out by this music. Again, to me, it sounds loud on my headphones. I wanted to come across for you guys at least at 30 dB or something. So Y'all keep me posted. Keep me on game. All right. And then the reverse repo continues to move back to normalized levels. Mortgage rates continue to rise again, north of 7%. Normalized rates historically, but not when you take into account housing prices at record highs. So, yeah, man, that's not a good thing, right? Like, people can't buy homes. Okay, and then HPE cuts full guidance on weakness. Network demand slows on AI backlog builds. The stock is lowered by 7%. I think that's Hewlett Packard. And then Dell jumps 22% pre-market. Orders for its AI optimized servers increased by 40%. However, it did mention some customers are cautious about spending due to the uncertain economy. So I don't know if you guys heard the NVIDIA calls. So in the NVIDIA calls, they talked a lot in the NVIDIA calls about how many companies are buying up all the AI stuff, right? Chips, hardware, all this kind of stuff. So there's a huge demand for that. But, you know, this comment here made by the Dell conference call, people are just piling into the AI world, and they're buying chips and they're buying hardware and software, I bet, with the expectation that the economy is going to be great and everybody's going to continue to invest in AI. But what if that's not the case? Man, I woke up with so much phlegm. All right, Apple drops after Goldman removes it from its conviction buy list. Stock chart looks to confirm major breakdown. I think it's a good time to maybe be short in Apple. And you can already feel the damage control that's happening on Apple, because Tim Cook has already come out a few times talking about AI. So pretty interesting there. And then ZS falls sharply after reporting a solid quarter and earnings. Guidance was weak and concerns remain about the cybersecurity companies after Palo Alto's earnings last week. And then FSR stock drops 36% after cutting 15% of its workforce and flagging on ongoing concerns while pausing future investment projects. And then NTAP jumps 17% on record probability of their profitability in the latest quarter. So there you have it, guys. A little bit of a mixed bag, if you ask me, with some of these companies reporting and some of their reluctance about the economy's future. So anyway, we are ready to trade here in about 15 to 17 minutes. Apple is probably on the brink of a major breakdown, so we're gonna have Apple on watch here. We are sitting on SPY puts for today. I think that was a good trade end of market yesterday. Market looks a little weak. Futures held up overnight, but it had a major sell-off. So that major sell-off that you're seeing in the pre-market candle is exactly what happened overnight. And then SPX is 5096 is our current level. 5065 is the last line of support on SPX before we have a major breakdown. All that can happen today, guys. Stay tuned and let's trade together and see where we end up. AMD is up. I think it closed at 192 and it's probably going to open up a little bit above 200 if maybe. And then ARK is our future call there. It's having a little bit of trouble. And then just because of all this chit chatter about the economy right now and some of these earnings calls and some of the guidance and the weakness, some of the weakness in some of the guidance that these companies gave leads you to believe that there's still a lot of uncertainty. And the PCE report that came out Thursday, it came out in line, right? So what does that mean? It means that we were celebrating something that we expected to happen. So it didn't blow things above the water, or it didn't come up way below expectations. It was just a reading, and then the market makers be fucking around with us, man. No lie, man. Oh man, that sucks, dude. My Apple puts, bro. No way. That is what it is. don't even know why I got billed on that. All right, traders. The bias today is possibly a continuation to the upside. Major breakdown on Apple. If there is a major breakdown on Apple, we may be well positioned through SPY put. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's get, we got about 14 minutes until the market opens. Just looking around the market, you know, things are pretty interesting right now. I'm excited to see how AMD opens up. Oh, a little bit of a pullback on oil. See if you can get that back on Weight Watchers. And Bitcoin recovered some. I've actually sold a little bit of Bitcoin on this major pump run up. Daddy needs a new truck, you know, so I like when you save money or invest money and then liquidate that money because you have a purpose, right? You're not just gonna close out your positions because you want to jump into another trade, but because you've actually made a profit and you want to do something with that profit. Yeah, man, oil's hitting new highs here, so that's pretty interesting. And I'm so sad that I can't share like my TradeView chart. I have to learn how to do that. Yeah, Apple's looking hella weak. Cardano still moving up, 68.59, 68 cents, that is. Coin, maybe a little bit of a sell-off on coin with Bitcoin's pullback. Doge, baby. Doge is, this is probably one of the best run-ups on Doge, you know, in quite some time. The Dixie is sitting above about moving averages. Looks like it might make a little bit of a pump. Then Ethereum, 34.40. Easy W. Gold's moving up a little bit too, guys. That was pretty interesting. We've been watching gold. Gold has been trading sideways for the most part. It needs a catalyst. Then Hershey's just got clapped. Hershey's would be a good stock to add like to a long-term portfolio. I mean, it's been as high as 280. It's literally down. It's down $100. Russell looks like it's gonna open up higher. Home builders looking strong. Maybe some good reporting last night. The KRE, man, that's a ETF to short. And then Matic's been doing okay. Nvidia opening up at 800. PayPal's kind of opening kind of flat. The Q's kind of flat. REC is selling off. Silver downtrending. Oh, is there a shooter on the SPY? Interesting. Nice pump on tree. Well, there's oil. Yeah, oil back up, man. Yeah, it just looked really weak yesterday. We had to make a call. And if you ask me, Boeing is getting ready to clap, man. Boeing looks like 250 is in play for Boeing, but those things might be super expensive though. So So we'll see how we open up. We'll try to trade smart and trade safe today, traders. It is Friday. Do not lose your gains Friday. So if you've had a good week, you've had a good last couple of days leading into the week here, just trade safe, guys. Trade safe. Be smart. Don't be greedy. Do not try to make it all back today. Remove that channel here. Just remove this channel here. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if SPY just pops too, to the upside. But we definitely got a little bit of we got some zones to break through here, and we're gonna hang on to these puts. Look for Apple puts as well. That's probably what everybody's waiting for, though. Everybody's waiting for those puts. But I'm gonna take those AMD profits. I think I might just take some of those profits.
Ready. Ready.
I don't know how that sounds. Let me check my level here.
Ready.
Oh, that's probably better. All right, traders. We are 8 minutes away from the market to open. Make sure you guys are ready to trade. What are you trading today? What are you looking at? What's your bias? Let's get ready to trade, traders. See what the market has for us today. It is Friday, March 1st. Can you believe that already? Already 3 months into the year. What have you done? How them resolutions going? So I've been spending a little bit more time finding music for the show, and I think I've done a better job of that now. Damn, I wonder how much these premiums are going to be for Apple this morning. I mean, I'm thinking that everybody's going to want to take puts on it, but maybe got to be the contrarian today. We'll see, man. We'll be here trading. No worries. No rush. But the tunes, the new videos, sound good. I think so. All right, church, got 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes until we start. Market opens. Wonder what that option chain on Apple is going to be at open. It's probably going to be super. Probably going to flush at open. I'm so angry over that. It went 80.75. You take one. What are the calls? 180 call, 180 puts. I mean, that's what I would take, but it's probably not going to do that. Man, they're pricing. They are pricing. All right, traders, 624. 624. What are you going to be trading today? What are you looking at? This was interesting right here. All right, let me remove this stuff right here. A little bit of a mixed bag on earnings yesterday.
You should go now. Run. No, I won't leave you here. We can run together. Listen, if we run together, they will shoot us from behind. We both die. So, how's about you here? They will kill you. No, don't worry about me. I will help them. I want you to promise me to survive, to take this message for our country.
All right, traders, 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes till market opens. Stand by. All right, AMD's looking hella strong, man. AMD, we took AMD. What is that our average? 191. Shut up. Yeah, 191.33. That's our average on AMD here. Wow, not bad. All right, traders, got about 3 more minutes to market opens. Be ready. What are you trading today? Or have you charted it yet? Damn, Apple, guys. Jesus Christ, man. I'm a little butthurt over that. Not gonna lie. So Sean says calls for me this morning as I see higher lows and an ascending triangle pattern up to the record highs. As long as the higher low trend holds, I will look for calls. A crack under 507.50 and puts may steal the momentum. As of now, this is a rather clear chart setup. Last week we established RES. This week we found support, and now we're building higher lows. This is a huge U-shaped breakout pattern. All right, you heard it there from Sean first. All right, traders, you got 2 minutes until the market opens. What will you be trading today? What are you looking to trade today? All right, we're going to switch out this music here with 2 minutes to go. Let's get ready for the market to get open, guys. What will you be trading? Pay attention. Pay attention. All right, traders, get ready for the market open. Got about 2 minutes to market open. So let's get clear-headed. Let's get in the right proper mindset, the right frame of mind. See what are we looking at today? What kind of cash we gonna make? Kind of bacon we gonna bring home? Got to bring home the bacon today, guys. We gotta make some coin. We gotta make some coin. All right, let's get ready.
Ready.
Let's get ready for a fight with the market. And look at it, get a little bit of bounce on Apple. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Apple, man. You're probably thinking short right from the gate, but I take a longer time frame on that if I can. Next Friday expirations maybe. Or we just not take it today either. You don't have to trade today. Remember that. All right, traders, a couple seconds away from market open. Got about 18 seconds into the market opens.
Ready. Ready.
Let's get ready to trade. Good luck.
Ready. Fight.
All right, here we go, guys. We are live. All right, watching SPY react at this pre-market high level here right now. Watching Apple take a little bit of a bounce off this bottom. Tesla's rolling over. SPY powering through. All right. So nice move on Apple there. Everybody was thinking short. Ain't that weird? All right, traders. Happy Friday. All right, let's see how things look. All right, pump on SPY right out from the gate. Look at that. A little bit of a fake out there. All right, nice pop out the gate. Let me see Apple. 0 DTEs for Apple today. What we got? 179. 180 puts. All right, we're back in 180 puts on Apple. I don't know if that's a mistake or what happened there. But kind of weird that they were so inexpensive. Maybe that's a mistake. We'll see. All right, so we're watching SPY come up to this. All right, let me turn this music down, man. It annoys me sometimes. I think it's too loud sometimes for my headphone. All right, I think that's better. I just don't know what it sounds like to you guys. So that's usually my concern. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe something like that. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear that across there. All right. So watching Apple here, we just got into some puts on there, which I found really inexpensive. That was kind of weird. So I don't know what's going on there. So I don't know if it's gonna pop, but we're in them now. So let's see how that plays out. And we're gonna keep our SPY puts here. Tesla recovered a bit here. Watching Boeing bounce too. That was interesting that Boeing bounced here. Wow, AMD, man, rocketing up. Wing gapped up. ARC rolling over. Piton selling off. CRM pumping. Wing stop. 332, baby. Woo! We loaded up on some chairs yesterday. That was fun. Oh, that sucks on Tesla. Interesting. I wonder if Apple's going to do the same thing. Oh, jeez. That's a big move there. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. We're seeing SPY hit this previous day high. Starting to get a little bit of reaction at that level. See how it goes. Apple is holding strong here at 180.24. Don't know if we're gonna get our money taken on that trade. But Nvidia and Weight Watchers looking really good right now. I'm gonna take that right now. I don't even gotta mess around. Boom. All right, we just close out a little bit of AMD. We're gonna take those profits now. And watching Tesla sell off a little bit here. Wow, look at that. Incredible move there on that. Okay, where do we close out our AMD? 199.51. Wow. All right, so we got a nice little return on AMD. So we took some AMD, we bought some AMD shares last night right at close, and we just closed them this morning. So wow, Weight Watchers is pumping nice. Little bit of a as soon as we hit the previous day high, we pulled back a little bit, so we're gonna continue to watch that. Wow, Weight Watchers is pumping like crazy. Where's it? Oh man, it's right there, huh? Yeah, Weight Watchers is pumping. Wow, 150. Jesus. I was even get a little bit more of a pump on Weight Watchers, and we'll scale out of that. All right, there's your SPY. A little bit of a pullback on SPY. $1.50. That's insane. All right, watching Tesla, Boeing, and SPY. We're currently sitting on SPY puts. We're way outside the money here, but the expectation here is that we're topped out here, and that we're gonna start pulling back a little bit. So, and then we took Apple puts at open, 180 puts. And we're gonna see how those play out. And then just looking around the market, we closed out our AMD. We had some AMD shares that we purchased yesterday at close, and we sold them this morning. So those got us about $200. I'm getting ready to get out of our Weight Watchers. I can't believe that they have a price target of 150 on Weight Watchers. Insane. All right, guys, 6:38 on the West Coast. Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is The Spread. We are a live trading show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. I am Shimano Trader at Shimano Trader on Instagram. Thanks for spending some time with us today. Hope you guys learned something, take some trades with me, make some money. Not financial advice, not a recommendation. Oil is pumping, guys. More high prices on the gas pump, especially as we're getting closer to summer here. ARK selling off. Don't know why. 5,099 on the S&P. Trying to get to 5,100 there. All right, Weight Watchers continuing to pump. Oil pumping. CRM, a little bit of a pullback on that. Apple respecting that 180 line. Little Tesla selling off, guys. Don't know why. Yeah, these 200 levels is right at the upper part of the range too. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce on that. Oh, Weight Watch is solid, man. What a good trade so far. I think we get a couple $100 out of that. Man, Weight Watchers pumping. 31 cents at the open. See Tesla's in this gap. Look at this. It's incredible. This candle formation off of the Tesla chart. All right, up 103 on those Weight Watchers. Nice move, man. Nice move at the gate. Oil still looking strong. Be safe out there, trader, especially with oil. ARK selling off, man. I don't know what's going on with ARK. The ETF, Kathy Woods. Shout out to the Woods. Well, AMD's recovering a bit. Peloton's selling off right back down to that. Ugh, my God. Spy, little bit of a red shoot on Spy. Might bring down everything with it. That is the play of the day, guys. I'm trying to try to stay light today. 107, up 107 there. Your Spy, a little bit of a pullback on the Spy. All right, Tesla's definitely on a sell-off, man. Selling off hard. We added some shares yesterday, too. All right, I'm taking my money here on Weight Watchers. $343. That was it. That was as much as we took there. Hang tight, guys. Just closing out a position here. Let's go. Let's see if we top tick that. Man, it's gonna keep going. We'll see. All right, sure. AMD. AMD had a bit of a pullback, but it bounced up a bit. That's interesting. And then CRM's pumping. We have some calls on CRM. Those look pretty good. Yeah, we're down on our Spy and our Spy and Apple positions. There's Boeing reversing a bit. Yeah, I was really surprised how cheap the Apple puts were at open. So I don't know if that was just they scam me or I got fortunate. How's let me see how the Dixie's doing. Dollar's up, man. Dollar's definitely up. So trade careful, traders. Dollar's up. Still early, guys. We've only been open for about 20 minutes, so just stay patient. Stay patient. Find your play. Find your move. What have you been watching? Look at your charts. Wing, jeez. Man, I didn't know Wing was such a major stock. There's a lot of puts on it though, on the option flow. Peloton sold off again hard. 349. Weight Watchers still going. I'm content with that trade. Definitely content with it. You made a quick $300 some overnight by holding those positions. Boeing's starting to sell off a bit here. Catch a little bit of a red shoot there. Spy having a little bit of trouble at the pre-market high. Might be high of day here. Let's hope so. This formation of candles here though, it does not well, you know, I don't know, it has to be deeper. I think deeper in a little bit more of a closer, kind of like a lowercase h. And Jesus, Weight Watchers still going. My goodness. USO, Lyft. Oh, you know, I think Hood is what I was looking at, right? Hood. And we thought that Hood would benefit because of the prices to trade crypto on Hood are a lot lower than Coinbase. But I think Robinhood has a bad rep, and I think that hurts them. All right, get a little bit of a bounce there on Tesla. I mean, Tesla feels like it's in the news every day, man. It just, there's something going on with Tesla every day. All right, Apple staying at that 180 level. Tesla starting to reverse just a little bit more coming off the bottom here. But again, look at this gap fill, man. It's just an area we've been watching with the gap fills completely rejected. Now it's in here. Now it's kind of using it as support. It feels like it's using this as support. Still giving it up a little bit there. It looks like Apple staying pinned at this 180 level. If we can get it to break, man, it'd be solid. And get this sucker to break. It's at the lower part of the range too. Yeah, just gotta keep an eye on it. Your SPY, we're way out of the money on that. We're $3 out from that. Look at AMD giving it up a little bit there, man. You know, I got in at 191, got out at 199.51. And it's starting to get a little bit of a pullback there, at least on the chips you are. I wonder if we can short AMD today. Dude, 195 puts are 158. Let's see if I get filled. Oh, I did get filled. Oh, shit. All right, gotta be careful here, guys, with AMD's put here. Hope I don't get clapped here. What do we have? 190 AMD. We're already down $20 on that. 195 put. Whoa. You can get clapped on that, man. All right, we're gonna watch that a little bit here. Probably put it on our main chart too. Oh, Abe. Just gonna watch this here. It's probably not a smart move. All right, we're going for the this thing doesn't reverse on us here. It's about to get under that EMA line here. All right, we're watching. We just took AMD puts here at 195. They're expensive, but we're gonna gamble a little bit here. So watching ARK sell off the way it did, everything looks a little bit red in the market. Feel a little bit bearish, but we'll see. We'll see. We just got to be smart here. Not lose it all on one trade. We'll see if we get this flush, though. We get that flush, we're going to be in the money, baby. Yeah, even Weight Watchers give it back. You got to be like a fearless, emotionless trader, man. You really do have to be. You have to be cold. Let's go, baby. Starting to see a little bit of heaviness in the market, guys. Puts are in play. Let's go. Do not be scared, guys. Let's do it. Puts her in play right now. So I'm really surprised Apple did what it did. All right, continue to watch here. We're short. We're short on Apple, short on AMD, and short on SPY. 3 short positions currently. Can we flush? Will we flush? All right, getting the move we want right now on AMD. Just looking across the board, the chip sector looks a little weak. All right, here we go. All right, starting to get a little bit in the money here. See if we can get a little bit of a flush here on AMD. Be in and out. Let's go, baby. Damn, it came up a bit. All right, 5,095 on the S&P. A little bit of a pullback on futures too. Let's see if it's gonna go. I'm not sure yet. It's holding. It's holding pretty good actually. Dirty. 14 million shares trading at the open here. First 30 minutes for AMD candle. Already got 14 million shares.
Good luck, traders.
All right, there's Apple. Starting to show some weakness there. There we go. Starting to get a little bit more momentum to the downside, it feels like. Let's see how SPY reacts at this level here. As we're watching Tesla as well. Lyft looks pretty good today. Oh, look at that. Weight Watchers gave it all back. Lyft is on fire right now. There's something going on with Lyft.
Ou deixa sua bunda ardendo, ou dá tapa
All right, starting to see a bit of a pullback here on some of these positions. Just watching AMD here. Pretty expensive contract. We're continuing to watch this here. Yeah, it's definitely putting up a fight here. Definitely fighting. I wouldn't be surprised it goes green here. Wonder why everything else is selling off. Boeing selling off hard. ARC. Everything recovered on the chip sector. We gotta tread carefully here. Wow, look at Weight Watchers gave it all up, man. Jeez. They weren't happy with $100. Yeah, level of truth here. Moment of truth. Apple's rolling over, catching some little bit of momentum to the downside. Got rejected at that 180 level now. So what used to be support is now flipped into resistance. Good sign for a short. And we're taking a significant drawdown on AMD currently. Boeing selling off hardcore. Oh shit. What happened to SPY? Oh man. Got smoke, guys. What was that? Did I blow off top, or what the hell was that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that, man? Look at that candle on SPY, man. What was that? Oh, well, there's not much difference there, right? Was that data? We're waiting for data today? Is that data positive? I don't know if that data was positive. It's just like we have like these huge wicks now. Oh no. That must have been good data then. below here. I don't know if that was good data or not. I know there was a data release right now, though. Lift is pumping. Wow, man. That is crazy. I don't know if that was good or bad data. I mean, we took a big wick on the SPY, but I mean, it just didn't do nothing after that. 5,100 on the S&P right now. We're at 5,100. I think that's a level. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. There's definitely some data that got released a little while ago, but not sure that was good or bad. I mean, it pumped the SPY to 510, and it wicked down hard after that. Oh man, I'm about to get burned on AMD. It's super early though. It's really early. I'm really not gonna trip just yet. Yeah, super interesting. There's probably like a data release right now, and it really spiked the SPY, but I don't see no continuation, or at least I'm not yet. US Soul's rolling over a bit here. Weight Watchers is now negative after that pump. CRM's pumping too. Looks like only the positions we're in didn't play. All right, where's your Apple going to the downside? That should help us with some of our losses here today. And we're not done with AMD yet, so don't trip yet. Oh, look at the SPY, man, reversing a bit here. All right, just making some adjustments here on some of my trades. All right. Super interesting wick on SPY right now. I really don't know what happened. Had a huge wick up to 510, got rejected up there. Major sell-off right after that. Like ARK recovered a little bit too. Yeah, AMD's continuing to go higher. Yeah, new high 200. Will it take it all? We'll see, man. I'm willing to see where it goes with that. I think we're kind of top heavy here. Damn, there goes Apple, man. I can't believe I picked up that put for that price. I mean, it's right. It's heading towards that level of support here. Well, Apple's definitely on watch. If we don't take that AMD put, we'd be better in the money here, but we're gonna suffer a little bit with Apple. I don't even know why they're open. That is what it is. All right, traders. It's 7 a.m., 7:06 on the West Coast. This is The Spread, a live trading show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 a.m. I keep saying 9 a.m. 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time, broadcasting over the Tradecaster airwaves. I am Shimano Trader, at Shimano Trader on Instagram. Give us a follow. Thank you for subscribing to the show. We'll continue to watch these positions play out. Everything's being sold on Apple. Apple shall break. We're looking to see Apple break down today. Oh, USO flipped over. Weight Watchers rolled over as well. Nice. Rocking out. Yeah, man, I'm not sure. What does this mean? Are we going to continue higher here? Huge move on AMD. Got a lot of power, man. Oh, it's still powering higher. Yeah, that was our big loser today, was AMD. Close your eyes. Watching SPY react to this previous day high level. It did hit a new high though, so. Yeah, SPY looks hella strong, man, though. Probably calls were the play. I mean, Sean said that. Sean said that calls were the play on SPY today. Yeah, I don't mind WW here. Weight Watchers here. Still on that upward channel, huh? Double dip on that. That'd be funny. AMD, man. Meanwhile, Apple's selling off everything here. Every week's getting sold off. Probably stupid. Why did he? I hope he didn't close them at the open. What a move. What a move. What a move on AMD. We took the contrarian approach. Got burned. It's not over yet, though. We'll see how it goes. Man, up almost 5%. Wow, AMD's incredible. Yeah, man, definitely gotta be careful. I mean, with 7-Eleven, right? I mean, the market hasn't been open that long. It's just gonna keep pumping all day. I mean, it did yesterday. Yeah, I like these jams though. These jams are rocking. All right, interesting morning so far. We had some data that really spiked the SPY. Huge wick on the SPY there, 510.21 to the high side. AMD just powering through, man. I mean, we took some puts here at open, and we've been eating it on the way up here, trying to see if we can get a little bit of a pullback and a reversal. Market looks strong. Not gonna say it doesn't, but it seems, just trying to copy the pattern that happened overnight on the futures. I mean, we had a similar move. 501.05 on the S&P. There's Tesla starting to give a little bit of a pullback. His jam's good though. Got a lot of day left, guys. Don't get married to your positions. Definitely do not get married to your positions. It's just like I got shaken out of that position yesterday. It was probably worth a lot more this morning. Yeah, those wicks on Apple are pretty wicked, man. All right, Apple's continuing lower. Apple's continuing lower here. Trying to see if we can get a little bit of a reversal on AMD or SPY. It's going to be very hard, though. They look really strong. ARK came back up. And then CRM is pumping hard. We're in calls, CRM calls. Nice 30-minute candle there. Oh yeah, it looks super strong, dude. This thing ain't going anywhere. So we're watching the SPY here break through the previous day high. Really has a lot of power. We had a little bit of a data dump that just came out, and it really pushed it higher. And it's continuing to move higher here on the SPY. Now, excuse me, I'm trying to fight this phlegm. So we have AMD here and SPY really powering higher. And we have a little bit of Apple here. So we've taken puts on Apple right at the open. So we're already in the money at 180 strike price. We're a little bit under in the money here. Trying to see if it continues to hold and break down. So we're trying to look at here on Apple. So tremendous move on the SPY here, sitting at all-time highs, 510.21. So also AMD. So we took some trades on AMD last night towards the close of the day. We loaded up on some AMD shares, and as of this morning, we closed them out. I think we're at about $250 on those AMD shares. Closed out at 199.51. So we left some money on the table there, but. You know, again, it's part of being a trader. You just can't second guess yourself. If you're gonna make a trade, make the trade. If it's a good one, celebrate. If it's a bad one, move on. But definitely no need to beat yourself up over the trades that you place or the money you could have made. I tend to think that those things set you up for failure, right? Like, so on the next trade, when you should probably get out, you're gonna say to yourself, "Oh no, it's gonna be like the last one. It's not gonna happen to me again," and that's when you get burned. So each trade it's its own trade. SPY, amazing. All right, so just continue to watch these plays here. Got a couple of other charts that are up. They're not on the screen. But we also took some shares on Weight Watchers last night. Just loaded up again. Loaded up on some Weight Watchers shares. They were really inexpensive. We got in at 321 and sold out at 343. So we had about a 20 cent, 22 cent move. Good morning. Like a 22 cent move on the Weight Watchers. Made, just loaded up on some shares, cheap easy shares. Cheap easy shares. Just got in and out on those on the scalping account. We're continuing to watch Apple. We have this line here. This white line is a big support line for Apple. We actually been watching it since December of last year. So that's this upward support line here, and we're right up to it. So not just me, but everybody in the market is watching watching Apple hit this level, and we want to see what the reaction is going to be once it hits that level. Everyone's expecting a pretty significant breakdown on Apple. So if you have a little bit of appetite for risk, you should probably, we do options here. So if you're looking at options, maybe next Friday expiration, it's not a bad move for Apple, as it's getting closer to this line of support. But just like we think it's going to break down at that level, it can very well just bounce at that level, right? So the probabilities of it, right? So here's the bounce. This is a 4-hour chart. So there's let's put it daily better. And so there's your bounces, right? So look at this bounce, right? What if you thought here, as soon as it here, it's going to break down, and it did not. So you have to trade carefully here and not let your bias dominate your thinking and override your logical side of your brain here. But it's definitely hitting that level, and like I said, everybody's waiting for that level. It's not just me. Everybody's waiting for that level to break down. So we'll see how that level reacts. So we're going to continue to watch that, and we are also sitting on some puts for AMD. We're getting our asses handed to us right now. It's just one contract. It was $158 though, and it's at $195. And we took it when we're waking in and out of these levels here, but we're still gonna hang on to that for right now. It's really early in the market. We're gonna see where that goes. We're gonna see if AMD gives it up a little bit more, like a little bit of a pullback should get us in the money there, or at least to recover. We're down 132 of the 158 that we paid for this contract. So meanwhile, Apple, we took Apple's that opened that contract was $80. I was really, really surprised what the premium was on this contract, because it was already at 180. It was like 181 and some change, like up here. So when it was already at 180, I can't believe it was that inexpensive. So we grabbed it. So we're sitting on that and watching Apple hit a new low here, 178.65. So those put contracts on Apple went from I got them from $80. They're down up 81. So now they're up 100% now. So those are working out so far. And then you're seeing a little bit of a pullback here on AMD. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit closer to that 195 level. It's going to be a little bit of a stretch. And then our SPY, we just took some SPY puts last night, and we took 506. So we're way outside the money there. It was a $66 contract. So, we're probably not going to hit that, but you never know. SPY moves kind of weird, right? So there's a lot of time left today. So we're just gonna wait and see how what it does, and the bias here is that it's gonna continue to move higher, but we're gonna hold on that one. All right, there's your Apple break, 178.68. We're continuing to get some momentum to the downside. See how that works out. We're still up 100% on that contract right now, and then AMD seems like it might have hit the top here, so we'll see what it does. But really good breakdown here on Apple. Yeah, I'm curious to get back on Weight Watchers, to be honest. Let me see what happens here. All right, 319, 319. All right, we're gonna gamble a bit there. USO oil's pumping, guys. Gas prices are going up. Sucks, but it's true. Oh man, look at Apple, 178.56. Starting to really dump now. Helping us with our losses there. Watching SPY as well, kind of waking out a little bit there. And there it is, man. Apple's on the way. That's like a gap fill there. All right, there's your Apple starting to really get some momentum to the downside, guys. Really starting to get some momentum to the downside. Do we get another move on this thing? All right. So AMD gave a little bit of it back. How nice of you. Still down 123 on that though, so let me see if we can get some of that back. Overall market's holding too, so Lyft is moving well. There's Apple, man, continuing to fall. $200. Oh man, SPY ain't going nowhere. Powering through, man. $51.09 on the S&P. Yeah, futures are pumping, dude. Futures are pumping for sure. ARK, a little bit of a new high here. Yeah, it's heading towards that top of that range. Yeah, no shame here. Look at that. Wow. Big move on the SPY this morning. Huge move up. $51.10 on the S&P, moving up. ARK pumping. I'll take those chips with it. Heading lower, Apple is. A little bit of a pullback here. All right, traders, continuing to watch the pullback on Apple and AMD. We're trying to get to 195 will be the strike price on AMD. That would be a wonderful thing. And then SPY just continuing to pump higher, and push through and taking the market with it, at least on some stocks with it there. All right, continue to watch Apple here hit a new low. SPY hit a new high. Go figure. Bitcoin's pulling back too. Where's the dollars pulling back a bit as well? Maybe that's why we're getting a bit of a pump on the SPY. Yeah, it's still pumping a little bit. The Boeing hit that 202.50. It bounced out that level. 319. Lift's moving, man. Lift looks really good right now. USO, man, oil's moving up too, guys. Rocking out. All right, here's AMD giving us a little bit of a wicking action at this level, hoping that it can reverse, head lower. And give us some of that money back. Music's good today. Good job, man. Shout outs to Infraction, no copyright music. Shoo. Come on, roll over. 130 is the low on Apple. 130, 178.30. Let's go, guys. It's Friday, 7:30 on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is the Spread Live Trading Show. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Tap in. Join us. Be part of the show. Be part of the movement. Starting to see some red candles form here, guys. Sure, we don't catch our Weight Watchers. Get burned by Weight Watchers. Trying to fatten our pockets, Weight Watchers. All right, starting to see a little bit of a pullback on the market here, guys. 731 on the West Coast. A little bit of a pullback here. ARK's pulling back. A little bit of pullback on Lyft as well. Oil keeps pumping. All right, we're about to lose our 5-day EMA line here on AMD. That would be encouraging. All right, traders, watching AMD start to roll over a little bit here, starting to show a little bit of sign of weakness. Apple's continuing to fall, and SPY is topped out at 510.48. Uh-oh, look at AMD, man. That's interesting. Patience is paying there right now. Down $100 on that contract. Oh man, here comes that level of support for Apple, man. What shall happen at that level? We're up 200% on that trade so far this morning. We get this AMD to drop a little bit, just a couple more bucks. We should be golden today. Oh, Apple 178.01 new low. Yes, things are starting to crack, it feels. Glad we lighten up our positions here on Tesla on the way up to 200. Looking solid right now. All right, traders, starting to see a little bit of weakness here on AMD. Apple's been weak all month, all week. We're starting to see some red candles across the board here. ARK's giving it up. Only thing strong right now looks like it's oil. All right, traders. Let me see. Sorry, I was on the wrong chart here. So starting to see weakness across the board here. Good thing we hung on to our AMD. We took a significant drawdown on AMD. We took puts at open 195. We were at 197.80, and we have puts on SPY that we took yesterday 506, expecting some weakness at open. That did not happen, so we're a little bit down on that. And then Apple just took puts at open, and this thing has been printing all day. We're up 221% on our Apple put contract right now. So we took contracts at open or $80. I couldn't believe for 180 put on today's strike price on Apple at open. So we took those. They've been printing this morning. And then AMD, we took a little bit of a risk. We had some calls. We had some shares that we loaded up last night, and we sold them at the open at AMD, made a couple $100 on that. And now we're starting to catch a little bit of a pullback on AMD. So we are sitting on 195 puts for today's expiration. So we're trying to see if we can get a little bit close there. We're down about $100 on that contract. So a lot of the day is still left to trade. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit more of a pullback on AMD and pick up that premium. If not, we'll just close it at a loss. No big deal. And then Apple's been our big winner this morning. Apple's been the big winner this morning. And we've been scalping Weight Watchers this morning. So Weight Watchers, Oprah Winfrey left that company, made a lot of money in the process, but it sold off really hard at close at when it reported earnings earlier this week, and we just loaded up on shares at the bottom, and then just sold a lot of them this morning when it hit 360, and then we're back in them. So we're just scalping that Weight Watchers. Meanwhile, AMD's continuing to go lower there. So now we're down $85 on our contract. We're as much as 130 down on the AMD puts. And that's continuing to go in our direction out here. So hopefully we get a flush on AMD to the downside and pick up that premium. We've been sitting on Apple puts all morning. So that's been really good, about a 200% return on that. Don't know how much longer we're going to hang on to this Apple one. But if the market continues to show the weakness that it has, hopefully we'll hold them until the end of day. But there's your AMD, man. Look at the move yesterday, right? We loaded up on them right at close. and then closed our shares up here somewhere. 191.51, 199.51 was our exit. 191.33 was our entry. And there's your flush, guys. You're starting to see a real bit of a pullback on AMD, and we're about 250 away from being in the money on that. If we can get to that level, we're gonna print some good cash because this was an expensive contract. But let's go. 7:37 on the West Coast. We are profitable this morning, and it's been a good Friday so far. Let's go. 197.61 on AMD. Come on, baby. Let's get us that flush. Apple's week 2. I'm sorry, the SPY is really weak too. We're sitting on puts. We're way outside the money on that. But those were like $60, I think, a couple days ago. Oh, no, that was yesterday. Yesterday at close. All right, man. It's starting to look very promising here on AMD. Hopefully, we'll get some momentum to the downside. 14 million at the open. 16 million shares traded at the open. Then we went to 11 million, and we're currently at 2.7 million on AMD. 197.63 right now currently. See if we can catch this downside on AMD. Let's go, guys. Get this downward momentum. All right, Apple's starting to break through. Remember, on Apple, we are looking at this long-term support line here that we've had on Apple, and we are approaching it right now. So we're going to see how we act at that level. Everyone is expecting a significant breakdown on Apple if we can break this line of support. But make no mistake, traders, right? Everybody had the same idea a couple of weeks ago, right, when we were approaching it here as well, right? And what did it do? It did not break down. It just exploded to the upside. So trade careful there. All right now we're seeing that baby go down, though. Here we go. Oh, that's 4 hour. Should be 1 hour. There it is. There's your break there. Hopefully we get that break on Apple. It should flush. Puts are in play right now. Puts would be a good move on Apple right now. Not financial advice. You will lose money, but I would definitely look at the Apple chain and see what's available. All right, here we go. Let's go, traders making money. Hope you guys are making money today. Our AMD starting to get a little bit of sign of weakness here. Apple's approaching that level. This Apple trade is up 223%. You know, it cost me $80 and it's up $151 right now on this Apple trade. We're down $84 on our AMD contract. We're really just trying to get out of that and try to get our money back on that. I don't know if it'll even make it down there. But I think if Apple breaks down, we should see a significant, it should bring the market down. It's still part of the Magnificent 7, right? Or Magnificent 6 now. All right, starting to watch that breakdown here. There we go, man. We're excited about that. I'm excited about this one. Look at that. Look at this candle on Apple, guys. It's approaching that level. See what happens. Seeing a little bit of a recovery here on AMD too. Still down $85 on that. Oh, there it is. Watch. Check it out. Look at AMD. Oh, here we go. We might see a flush.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Look at SPY though, man. SPY bounced off this. This is the previous day high. It bounced off of that. That's a nice sign. Oh, here goes AMD. At 196.87. Trying to catch some momentum to the downside, it feels like. It feels like it. All right, our Weight Watcher scalp is working as well. Oh, man, that's good on AMD. Double dipping on that one. So we're only down 62 on that right now. Watching Apple here bounce at this level. Oh, this is our range. So if you guys are curious to know, I do a weekly video on TradeCaster, and it is basically to set the anticipated move of a stock on a weekly basis. So you guys got to check that out. It's on my video library here on TradeCaster, how we set it. I'm gonna close out my Apple now, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna just close that sucker out right now. All right, so I'm closing out my Apple. We made I think over 200% on that trade, and I'm gonna tell you why I closed it out. I'm gonna close it out because here, I'm gonna blow this chart up real quick, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So every week, every Sunday, I do what the expected range is going to be. This should be labeled the expected move for the week. Maybe it is labeled. It's just yeah, there it is. It's just not showing. So, oh wait a minute. What happened? What am I doing here? Show on the left. There it is. All right. So every week I do a video. What I do is I review the. So I do these lines. This is called the expected range of the stock. I look at option chain flow, and we set up the lines for the week. So this was the expected move for Apple this week, right? So on the high side, we had 187.10, and on the low side, 177.94. So that's the range, and usually that's the range in which I trade. And I'm already profitable on this trade. It's probably more to the downside, but I'm gonna just not be greedy and get out here because it's already in my range. So I don't expect it to go any lower today. But again, it's, you know, what I think is doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You know, it's based on my analysis and my technical analysis here. I do these videos, and to me, if it's on the lower part of the range, it's either going to break down significantly or that is the bottom of the range for the week. So if you guys are curious to know about that strategy, just check it out on my TradeCaster library here. I do them every week. I've done 2 of them. So this last Sunday was my 2nd week doing it. And I think I'm going to continue doing that every week because it helps me prep for the week in regards to how I'm going to trade. So we'll see. So after saying all of that, we can watch it together and see if it's going to invalidate that or if it's just that'll be the bottom of it for today. So check that out on my TradeCaster library. It's only 2 videos. They're pretty short, about 30 minutes each. And I just go into depth about that strategy, why I use it, who taught it to me. And now I'm teaching it to you guys. So now you guys can use it. Hopefully it'll be of some, you'll be able to use it. And look, it's same thing on Tesla, right? So this is the top of the range for Tesla. So it kind of was hanging out at the top of the range, and it just started to, you know, you don't see it moving a lot higher than that top of that range. But I've seen this strategy become invalidated. So don't think that it's a for sure thing. Nothing is. But give it a shot and see what you think. And while I've got some viewers here online, you guys watching me really quick, I'm going to share my promo. So I am giving away this book. It's called The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hoggard. If you go to my Instagram at Shimano Trader and find this post and follow the directions on this post, I will be doing a live giveaway March 15th. I'm going to be honest with you guys, not a lot of people have taken me up on this, and that's okay. So that means for you, if you're listening right now and you go to Instagram at Shimano Trader, find this post, follow the rules, then you have a much better chance of winning it because nobody has done it. So I've just been preaching it a couple of days, just trying to be creative with the show here. So check that out, and if you want to participate, do the post. If you're the only one who posed, then I have one winner, and it'll be easy. But go ahead and check that out, and I appreciate your support on that if you want to check that out. Thank you very much. All right, traders. SPY continuing higher. Do I even have any money on that? Is there any premium left on this? Yeah, there's about $5 left on that premium for SPY. So I'm just going to leave that alone for right now. Oh, it is Juliana. Juliana's here.
Good luck, traders.
Oh, man. All right, see you later. All right, guys, that was Juliana. She wishes us luck. She has our good luck charm. She comes in here, yeah, usually every morning that we're streaming, and wishes us luck. She even did a drop. Check it out.
Good luck, traders.
So that's my little Juliana, and wishing you guys luck. Good luck today, traders. Hope you guys are profitable. All right, so seeing AMD come off the bottom a little bit here. So it's bouncing off. I think this is what EMA is this? I think it's It's 21 day. So 21 day EMA line, a little bit of a bounce there. We'll watch Apple here together. I've already closed this position now. We made some money this morning, about 225% on that. Turned $80 into 130. So yeah, man, it's fun times. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the show. We are a live trading show here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Please subscribe to the show. Check us out on Instagram at Shimano Trader. I also got a handle for the show. I just can't remember it. So I need to be better about that. And then that's it. And then any comments or posts or thumbs up or anything, let us know you're in the chat, where you guys are from, where you're joining us from. Other than that, just hang out, listen to some tunes. We'll watch the charts here. Got about an hour, 15 minutes to go. So happy Friday. All right, just looking around the charts here. CRM is pumping. We are sitting in April 1st. What is it? Is it 335? 335 calls for, well, actually next week. I'm tripping. It's next week. So we'll see how that goes. That's doing well. And then our little scalp with Weight Watchers has been doing well as also. So a little bit of lunch money there. Oh, man, look at Apple. Is it going to respect this expected range line, or is it going to drop below it? We already closed that out. Sean printing cash over there, guys. Is Apple gonna break down? We shall see. AMD, I think if AMD can go, what we got, 30-minute line here. If AMD can get below this 5-day EMA line, this is my my bread and butter strategy, right? Anything above the 5-day EMA line, I tend to be bullish on it. Once we lose that support, I tend to be a little bearish on it. Oh man, look, Apple's holding on by a thread there. Oh man, we're doing really well on our stock account. We're up almost $500 on that. I think we see a flush here on AMD. I mean, it's really losing support. All the lines are they're compressed. We need those lines to open up a little bit, kind of like it did down here, right? You're seeing the lines all together. They're all together, and then you start to see them separate. And now we're trying to get the same effect to the downside here. 250 away. All right, traders. Happy Friday, man. Hope you guys have had a great week. Don't forget about that giveaway. Good book. Hood is moving up. Peloton off the bottom. Boeing still losing support. I made some good money on Boeing this week, guys. Shorting Boeing. All right, there's 197.30. Oh, there's Apple breaking that lower part of the range here. Ooh, should be fun. Hey, man, what if AMD flushes? I'm going to have steak tonight. Oh, there's your Apple, man. Premature closer. It's okay. Hey, we finally have some new music, man. Finally started some good music. Yo, this is brought to you by The Infraction. No copyright music on YouTube. Give them a follow. We got some good jams this morning. All right, 196.80. Still down $61 on that contract. Apple selling off. Hey, it's going to hit this level here to see what it does, guys. We're going to watch it together. You and me.
Do it.
Hey, look at that candle on AMD, man. Starting to look fat. See, look at this. Look at Apple acting, how it's reacting to that level. Man, I'm so fascinated by candle, by the way candles react to certain levels. CRM pumping. Oil, guys. Oil's pumping too, man. I got shaken out of that position last night and got out of it, and it pumped this morning. 51.13 on the S&P. So the S&P's climbing. Yeah, SPY is super strong, man. Look at this move on SPY. All right, continuing to watch SPY here. Just rock it up. AMD starting to little signs of weakness here. We're sitting on those puts. We're down $80 on them, so we're gonna see if we can still turn a profit on AMD. It looks like it will, but. Yeah, but that's just me projecting what I want the market to do, and the market don't care about that. We are seeing the ARK ETF, though, the technology, the innovation fund, starting to have a little bit of a pullback. I don't know how much exposure AMD has in that. Man, scalping Weight Watchers has been fun. Got about 6 more minutes till we see the next AMD candle. Let's see if we can get this candle to open up below the 5-day EMA line. That's what we want to see. We want a candle, full body candle close below the 5-day EMA line. Got a little bit of a recovery here on Apple. We took our profits already on that. So wow, look at this. Yeah, that's not a coincidence. I mean, I'm very encouraged by watching the price action at the bottom of this expected range for the week for Apple. I'm very encouraged by it because as the weeks go by and I continue to use that strategy or break it down or do a video about it, whatever it is that I'm doing with that strategy, it's just, it's giving me more of a conviction on using it. And it's also revealing to me how easy it is to not waste your time charting other areas of a chart. So chart the areas that the expected move is where it's expected to happen. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense. And I've been trading options for some years, and I never knew that. So I think it's worth your while, especially if you're serious about trading and you want to prep correctly and you want to, make a career out of this. I will definitely encourage you to check out that strategy. Also, it also helps you, that strategy. I mean, I might break it down at some point, but it also helps you with earnings play, because you can see what the expected move is for a stock, and you can play real cheap options. Jeez, look at SPY, guys, 510.82, and you can play real cheap options by going out of the money, doing like a two standard deviation, I think it's called, 2 standard deviation, getting outside of the money, both to the upside and the downside, and you can position yourself and make some good money. It's kind of what we did with CRM, right? So we took CRM calls for next week, and they're way outside the money. And then when it sold off, we got those really cheap, and we're in the money on them right now. I think the CRM, we're up like $41 on that CRM, and I think it cost us like $20 or something like that. Okay, watching AMD here, 196.93, starting to retest the support, right? So it came down once, breached it, did it a second time and another 30-minute candle. And then it really got above it, right? It bounced really nicely. We have a little bit of a wick up here. Now we're really starting to see a little bit of really strong formation to the downside on AMD, which is good for us. So we can pick up some premium. We're down $54 on this right now. Let's go. Hey man, we got a flush on AMD. We got to make some money today. Some big time. All right, we're up $100 for the day. There it is. They're starting to get that flush now. Let's go.
Ready.
Oh, man, we got the right jam, too. Come on, let's do it.
Do it. Do it.
And look at Apple, man. Respected that line. It respected that line. Got 3 minutes to the next candle. Oh, man, Boeing just took a dump. It's down, Jesus Christ, 199.33 on BA. Boeing is down. Check out Boeing. Boeing is down. Big flush on Boeing. Oh, man, we're rocking out here, guys. All right, come on, baby. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on.
Do it.
Come on, AMD. You know you want to. You know you want to. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to the next candle opens. 51.13 on the S&P. 51.13 on the S&P. Moving higher, up plus 16 this morning. Boeing bouncing a bit now. Peloton's moving. Still scalping Weight Watchers. Nice. I like these jams. 1 minute. Got a minute. All right, traders, got 1 more minute to the next candle opens. We should see a candle below the 5-day EMA line on Amazon, on AMD. Hey, we'll see if we can hold below that line. That should start shifting the momentum. So look at all this entire way. Everything's above the green line, right? You're seeing it all above the green line. You're seeing it yourself right here, above the green line, right? Topped out, kind of topping tail. This is a signal, topping tail signal. Now we are going to open up our next candle, and we should be below the 5-day EMA line. And we're going to see if we can push down a bit. That should get us, we should get a little bit of downward momentum on that. So here should be your next candle here. Man, these jams are rocking, man. If you guys like EDM, like house music, this is the show to be at. All right, there it is. Here's your next candle there. All right. All right, on that note, guys, it is 8 a.m. 8 a.m. on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread. We trade live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Do some market prep in the morning, go over some news, and get ready to trade for the day. Don't forget we have a giveaway going away, and check us out on Instagram. And thanks for joining us this morning. All right, so there's your AMD right below the 5-day EMA line. Now we're going to test it. Oh, that morning coffee, man, it's so good. Look at Tesla, too, starting to get inside this gap that it filled. It had a hard time. If you're looking at this upper right-hand quadrant, right, a couple of weeks ago, came up, there was a gap here, came up to the gap, rejected, came up to the gap, filled the gap, rejected, never came up to that gap until it broke through. And then it started using it as support. Now we're a little bit in the middle of it here. See if we lose support on Tesla inside this gap fill. And then you watch Apple wick below to the bottom of the range, the expected range of the week, and now we're above it. We're above that range here. I want to see if it can hold. And then we're watching AMD here. If you could, now that it's got a candle below the 5-day EMA line, we'll see if we can get some momentum to the downside. We don't need much. We just need a couple of wicks to the bottom, a couple of candles to the bottom. Forgive me, man. Battling some phlegm. Peloton on its way up. ARC finding some support. That could be bad for our AMD put. All right. Gonna record this last hour of the show here. All right, you guys saw Apple here. You saw Apple come up, come hit this level. It's done making its move, right? 1, 2, 3. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was Monday. Started in the middle of the range, kind of stuck in the middle, and then it's kind of drifting lower, drifting lower, drifting lower. Just curious to look at calls on Apple this morning already. Still watching AMD, Apple. Everything's 0 DTE today. If you guys didn't know, if you're new to options, usually Fridays, everything's 0 DTE because it's the end of the week. Look, Apple calls for today are they're literally they're 12 cents. So if Apple can make it up to 180 from here, that contract is worth 12 cents, which is $12. So you get a $12 call on Apple that it would get close to or at 180 before the end of the day today. That'll cost you $12. It's not too bad. You get a little bit of a relief bounce here on Apple. You'll make that money. You can get a little bit of premium on that. I'm tempted. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Just want to see maybe a couple of more candles here. Although the Apple chart is sitting on it's an hour chart. AMD is 30 minutes and SPY is 15. So you're starting to see AMD get a little bit of a recovery here, but we're gonna just watch it. We're gonna see how it reacts to this 5-day EMA line. Now that we're below it, we're gonna see what it does. There's your AMD. Look at that. I wonder what AMD. No, I wouldn't buy calls on AMD today anymore. You know, sometimes as traders, we try to straddle our positions, right? We try to say, oh, well, I'm gonna take a put and I'm gonna take a call, because it goes each way, and then it'll just stay in the middle. All right, I'm gonna look at Apple calls here. Those $12 calls they look pretty juicy for $12. They're $11 now. We just need a little bit of a bounce there. Maybe we get some money. So I am going to take... All right, so I'm going to take some contracts on Apple here, just for entertainment here, entertainment purposes. So we're going to make these calls. And we're going to leave them open for right now. See if we can get to 180. Just for fun. We'll see, man. Anything can happen. So we're going to jump into some calls for Apple. Not a recommendation. Not financial advice. You will lose money. Trying to see if we can get a bounce up to 180 on Apple. Maybe we can call Tim Cook and have him do a little press conference about AI or something like that, and see if that'll go. So we're gonna gamble on that a little bit and see how it goes. We don't need much. We just need a little bounce. All right, let's see how that goes. Meanwhile, SPY is just ridiculous. Capital One just sent me an email. They're like, "Can you spot a scam?" Could you spot a scam? All right, here's AMD, right? AMD just hit the 5-day EMA line here, right? And starting to get a little bit of a rejection, little minor one. Still watching Apple. Trying to see if we can get a little bounce on Apple. Playing the upside on that. And just taking a look across the board here. Boeing's recovered just a little bit. So it dropped all the way down to 198.98. It's back up to 201. So that was interesting. Hood's on the way up. Peloton, interesting on Peloton, long-term portfolio strategy there. Our Weight Watchers scalp is just, I think that's about, hopefully we can get a little bit more of that. Oil continues to climb, guys, so expect oil to expect gas prices to rise, especially if you're in Cali. All right, continue to watch AMD here, right? See what it does. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the boys' room. Follow me on Instagram at Shimano Trader. I'll be back. All right, we back. All right, look at the little candle on Apple there. That's interesting, right? All right, and just so you know, I picked up 5 contracts on Apple, so it was $55. They were $11 each. I took 5, so real cheap. You know, not just real cheap contracts. $55. It's okay. So now we're up $2.50 on it. We're up $2.50 on that trade right now. We got 5 contracts on Apple for $180 strike price, end of day. Not a recommendation. You will lose money. Yeah, we're still down $100 on our AMD puts. A lot of trading day left still, guys. A lot of the day is still left. But you're starting to see it kind of really test this here. $5.12. Next target on Sean for SPY. That's funny. Sometimes that traders were like, oh, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say what it's going to be. So we'll see. We'll see if the jinx lives here through Sean. All right, there's AMD, man, starting to push through 5-day EMA line. Yeah, market feels strong right now. Peloton, man, pumping. What's going on with Peloton, man? Oil still going up. It's been a good day. It's been a great week. So I hope you guys have had a great week yourselves trading the market. It's been fun. It's been a fun full week. And here we are in March already. Jeez. All right, Tesla's starting to recover a bit too here. There's your little retest on AMD. A retest of this zone right here. This looks like a little zone right here. Let's draw a little box around it. There's your Apple, man. I respected that line. A little bit of a reversal there too, right? It's like this candle here. There's a lot of indecision here. right? A lot of sellers and buyers happening right before this next candle. To me, that's pretty encouraging. I think when you see a candle like this, right, there's really a little bit of indecision, right? Especially if you're on your way down, you kind of drop, you go here, and then you have buyers step in and start battling it out. So this next little candle here kind of loses its momentum, right? This next little candle here hasn't really picked the direction itself. We're down 750 on these, by the way, if you're wondering. Oh, there's Sean chinks the top. All right, stay patient, traders. I think one of the most underutilized skill set that we have as traders is patience. And as a streamer myself, I try to bring a little bit more to the table than just the charts, because I want to exercise patience. I want to be patient. The money, the big move is going to happen on the patience, waiting for that move, the setup. Got to find the setup and then position ourselves correctly. Kind of what I'm doing a little bit with Apple, even though it might not play in my favor, but just to give you an idea, right? Like I anticipate a relief rally on Apple. Sold off, has been selling off all week. We're at that level of support. And I'm just playing the contrarian, right? Everybody's like, oh, let's watch the breakdown. It's gonna go down. It's gonna break down at this level, and maybe it will, right? So I'm just trying to play the opposite side. So usually for me, strategies are usually not to go with the herd. I like to go the opposite direction, and you get burned sometimes. Sometimes you'll get burned because you could have just went with the momentum, or you can't identify the difference between, going with the herd and the momentum. So, yeah, you gotta really have not think like everybody else. I think that's where the money's made, when everybody's thinking that one way, you find the courage to think the other way. All right, so we're watching our Apple start to come back down to that lower range. See what it's gonna do at this level. When I see candles like this with big wicks, right, like indecision, I'll tend to draw like little lines, like almost like a channel, to see if it stays within that channel. But this is an hourly chart, so you don't have a lot of candles after it. Let's see. So I'll show you what I mean. Something like this. Right. And of course, it's got to be perfect, right? Right. So that gives me like a little bit of a bracket, kind of like like give it a little bit of a bracket, because this last candle there was such a range in this candle. So I'm going to see if this next candle can stay in that range. Hey, SPY's continuing higher, man. Look at this. All right, so here's AMD kind of regaining some support, right, at that EMA line, right? Really no decision here. We've been watching it here. It's pretty clear. It's above. We're respecting it. Here now, it's starting to, go below it, go between it. It's just trying to pick a direction, or it'll just go sideways. Oh man, look at Apple. Yeah, even my mood changed. I was all like, yeah, it's gonna flush. It's gonna flush. And it didn't. So now I'm like, Oh man, Boeing sold off all the way to 198.98, and it came right back up. So some tricky with Boeing here. Spirit Aerosystems shares are up after report Boeing engaged in discussions to buy the company. Oh shoot. They're gonna buy SPR. Let's look at SPR real quick. It looks like 20 some bucks last time I saw it. Oh, boom. Look at that gap up, dude. Look at that gap up on SPR off of the news that Boeing might buy it out. Jeez. And that was like a 20 some dollar stock. So that could have been us. That could have been you, but you're playing. All right, let's continue to watch Apple here. See if it can respect this line, get a bounce on it. AMD, see if we can top out right here. Maybe consolidate a bit and start heading lower. These are all my wishes for today. Oh, that Boeing news is pretty interesting. Peloton. What's any news on Peloton? Looking into Peloton's interactive recent short interest, but that's from 223. Down 1250 on those Apple calls, by the way. If you're curious. 51.21, no, 51.18 on the S&P. Looking strong on the S&P. $8.18. Wow, look at this move on SPY, man. What a move. Can you imagine you take calls? Jeez. All right, so a little bit of bounce on Apple there. Still down 1250 on that. Don't need much on Apple. Especially with 5 contracts? 5 contracts? Yeah, you don't need much there. We can get a pop there. We should help us with our drawdown on AMD right now. Some news are going to come out right now. Apple launches new AI robot. Boom. That's kind of the idea behind the move, right? Like, let's say you're in that share. Let's say you would have been an SPR and you have an inkling that it's getting bought out. You just load up on calls. Man. Make some good cash. All right, AMD just going sideways. Apple kind of found its support right at that range. Check out that video, guys. You see what I mean? We set this line on Tuesday, and that's where it's gone. That's where it bounced, or that's where it's kind of starting to feel like it might turn around. Too early for a trend line. Too early for a trend line. We're down 128 on our AMD puts, by the way. If you're curious. Look at Apple here, starting to feel like, starting to get a little green there. A little green on that candle. See, the patience part of it is the most difficult part. All right, dollar came back down a bit. At Bitcoin 61,383 on my diamond hands. Shout out to my diamond hands. All right, Apple's down to 750, so we're down 750 on this contract. We've been as far down as 1250 on it. We're sitting on 5 contracts, 180 strike price on Apple. Time is not our friend today, so we really need to start making a move here by lunchtime, West Coast time. A little bit before lunchtime. If not, time decay is going to eat up all that premium. So that is the downside of options, my friends. Time decay. Got another 9 minutes for the next candle on AMD. We're going to see where that candle goes. I'm liking the Apple here. Finding a little bit of support there. Volume sold off. What was that? 11 million shares on that second hour. And then we had 7 million on the first candle. And that the indecision candle, the one we've been talking a little bit about, that one had 11 million shares traded. Yeah, 11.6 million shares traded in that 1 hour. So still down 750 on that contract. Start to see a little bit of a, little bit of candle, little wicking here on AMD. I'm really encouraged by this by this AMD candle formation here. I like the wicks. I like that it's kind of lost the momentum. I see how the volume is also dropping. Still down 750 on Apple. 5 contracts there. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Here's your Tesla. A little bit of a green shoot there. About 7 more minutes for the next AMD candle. Just looking around. Boeing, nice spike and drop on the news for the SPR. ARC, just kind of sideways for the most part. Peloton's got, up 4.5% today. If you like the Piton, still scalping. Weight Watchers, just keeping an eye on that stock. I think we know what the bottom is, so we're just selling at the top and buying if it comes back down. Damn, I don't know none of those stocks, Sean. Not one. Oh, Baidu, I think I do, but that's about it. All right, we're continuing to watch SPY here. Power through, power up. I mean, it's been going up nonstop here all morning. Tesla is just kind of, holding right now. I think Tesla. I think Elon Musk is suing. What is it? AI. I forgot that's something. General AI. Anyway, he's suing somebody, and he's not happy about these guys saying that AI was for humanity, and now they're partnering up with Apple. And then Apple, I think I read an article that Apple makes you sign up for a Microsoft account if you want to use their computers or their PC. That's whack. But Elon Musk is always, that's what it is when you're trading Tesla. You gotta understand there's a lot of activist investors out there. They just want to stick it to Elon. So when you got that kind of money, you can, manipulate a stock and get your rich friends to do the same, and it can really move a stock. So, but I am an Elon Musk supporter, so I'll ride with that guy, especially if it's in the new Cybertruck. You get it? All right, maybe not. Okay, so SPY here wicking a bit here. That's interesting. These wicks, these wick formation. Kind of getting top heavy from what I can from what I'm seeing. So let's put a little box up here just for visuals sake. Kind of a little bit of a zone where there's a little bit of selling happening at these levels here. Just curious to know why, or just keep it on watch there. All right, a little bit of a pullback. We got about 4 more minutes until the next AMD candle. So as you can see, watching this candle, right, it's just been riding that EMA line all the way up until it can't ride it anymore. So now it can't ride that EMA line as much anymore. So now it starts going a little bit sideways. It starts kind of like, okay, I don't know if this was where the smart money got out. I'm not really sure. There was a big wick down in the morning pre-market. And then just started having a little bit of a hard time up here, or holding that EMA line, right? You start seeing starts kind of not doing much, getting much above it, even getting wicking in below it and in between it. So to me, that translates into, just a little bit of maybe exhaustion, right? Like it's just getting exhausted on this such a big move all the way up. People are probably taking profits at this level. They're trying to take their money for the weekend, what have you. So we'll find out here in the next few minutes. Remember, we had this candle. I think we had a candle open up below it. It might have been this one, but it didn't really get much above it. So we'll see. We'll see if this was the top. And again, we don't need that much of a drop here to start getting some of our premium back. We're down 134 on this, by the way, and we're back down to 1250 on our Apple calls. Yeah, these are all, to me, these are all topping tail signals, right? Like they just it looks like there's a lot of sellers in that area. Nice jams though, man. Look at Tesla, nice little bump. They'll move up on Tesla there. They got about 2 more minutes to see this next candle on AMD. See where we're gonna open up. Starting to see a little bit of a exhaustion candles on SPY at these levels. They have 5-10 put can play there. What the 5-10 put looks like on SPY. Probably over trading already. Your 5-10 SPY today will run you 47 cents. $47 if you want to take a 5-10 put on SPY right now. All right, I'm gonna grab it. See what happens. All right, so we're gonna take those 5-10 puts. Let's see if we're gonna duplicate this here. Put it up here somewhere. Make that 5-10. And we're seeing AMD get some momentum to the upside there too. All right, so that's our play here, guys. We want to try to get down to 5-10, see if that can happen. AMD just looks stronger with a minute to go on the next candle. It looks stronger. Doesn't it look stronger to you guys? Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that move, though, man. Huge move. All right, we're gonna see the next candle on it right now. It's gonna be way up. It's gonna be like up here somewhere. There it is. So now we're above the green line again. Let's go. Happy Friday. Happy March. 8:30. 8:30 on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread, a live trading show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Check us out on Instagram at Shimano Trader. There is a free giveaway. There's a giveaway, so check out a post on there. And thanks for joining us today. Please subscribe to our show. You'll get a notification when we come online. Sometimes we'll do earnings calls too. Like sometimes, like for the NVIDIA earnings call, we came online and just watched the charts and watched the reaction of the market. That was fun. So we'll do things like that. So if you subscribe to the show, when we come on stream, you'll get an email, and then you'll be able to join us if you want to join us. All right, so our AMD, we're down 145 on our AMD, and we're $20 away from being completely out of that premium. So not a good trade this morning so far in AMD, at least so far, right? It's still early. It's barely 8:30. The market's only been open for 2 hours. But yeah, that's not been a good trade for us this morning. Wow, imagine this one in the club. Boom, 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 boom. Nice.
I just want to see if we can get the SPY to come down below the EMA line here. You see how these lines started to open up? All right, so we're up 450 on this contract so far. We got the 510 puts for today on SPY. Starting to get a little bit of a red candle there. We made that decision off of these wicking candles here. So once we saw this wicking action here, a little bit of exhaustion candles, especially on a move up all morning, you need a little bit of a pullback, and we're hoping we can catch it here together. Oh, Boeing came back down. It bounced nicely, but it came all the way back down again. All right, our scalp on Weight Watchers is looking good. All right, starting to see a bit of a red candle here on SPY. If anything, at AMD is maybe gathering some strength here right at the top of the EMA line. Kind of we're seeing a little bit of the same dynamic here with SPY. Yeah, these jams were good today. There's a new channel that I'm checking out, and it's been great. The music's been really good. I don't know if you guys are EDM heads or not. I just like I like upbeat music. All right, seeing SPY here. A little bit of a test of the 5-day EMA line. All right, good sign here on SPY. See if we can roll over. Get a couple of candles to the downside would be great. All right, just keeping an eye on these positions here. That's what we're trying to do here. So AMD, we're pretty significant drawdown. We're down 141 these AMD puts, and then we're sitting on SPY puts as well, and also on we closed our Apple puts, and now we're sitting on calls for 180 today. See if we can make a push to the upside with Apple, because everybody's looking to it to go down. All right, starting to see a little bit of our SPY put play out a little bit here. AMD's not losing it, man. Also Apple. So we're down 17 bucks on our Apple calls right now. Time decay starting to decay. But I like this SPY put though. That's looking pretty good here. A little bit of weakness on it. Why is it so quiet? Yeah, looking a little strong here on AMD. Like, I almost feel like AMD's gonna pop at any second here. Those are 30-minute candles. All right, AMD looking a little strong there. So does SPY, right? Look at SPY. SPY kind of tested, right? Tested this area here at the bottom, and now it's just pumping back up a bit. So look at this right here on this next candle here. It's probably got another 8 minutes or so to go for the next candle to show up. And then SPY, if you guys have been with me ever since it came down to this lower part of the range, it's kind of just been sitting here. You know, almost feels like it's consolidating a bit. Yeah, Boeing just popped and it came right back down. It just helped. If you were in an SPR, it might have just helped the SPR trade. All right, here's SPY. SPY still looking like it's undecided a bit there. Yeah, it's almost like they kind of lost a little bit of momentum at these levels. Yeah, it looks like everything feels a little bit like we're not positioned correctly, right? We're probably short when we should be long here. And we should be short on Apple when we're long. But we'll give it a couple of more candles and see how it all plays out. Give it a little bit of time. We want to see more red here on SPY. Well, I do. All right, guys, we're going to close this SPY out. And we're going to close our Apple out too. So we lost $27 on that. You know what? I'm going to hang on to those for a bit. There are only $5 left on that. So. And then SPY, we already closed that out. And I'm going to hang on to the AMD a little bit longer, see how that plays out. But the SPY put idea did not play out. So I hope that you guys can see, or I'm trying to teach you there, and I'm trying to teach myself too. This is not just about teaching people. It's me learning myself that I like zero emotion on that SPY trade, right? It's like it didn't go for us. We just got out, no big deal. We took a little loss on it, and that's the end of it. You know, we don't want to continue to second guess ourselves and beat ourselves up. Why did we get out? We shouldn't have got out. Just make the decision, stick to it. And I think one of the best things that I've heard when somebody said, "Hey man, like understand, you're not gonna catch every top. You're not gonna sell at every top. You're not gonna catch the bottoms. It's just not. Don't beat yourself up thinking that you're gonna be that kind of precise trader that way. At least not in the early days. So I think practicing. That's why that book. I'm such a proponent of that book, because the book talks about just, you know, the best loser wins. Meaning, if you can admit that you're wrong and then get out of a position, then you're ahead of everybody else. And it'll help you deal with your losers and not letting your winners run. So I think, exercising and practicing that emotional control is really going to help you as a trader. And that's going to mean what I just did right now, which means that this trade wasn't working for me and I just got out of it. Like I I didn't think, oh man, why am I going to lose $2 on this, $3 on this, whatever it was going to be, 250. Why am I going to beat myself up over that? So I think practicing, especially being new at the market, learning how to deal with those emotions of exiting and entering positions is going to really help you deal with the emotional roller coaster that comes with being a trader. So usually the traders that are the best traders are just, they're like, they just don't make a big deal about it. They're in. If they're out. Don't try to do too much overthinking about it. As a matter of fact, just yesterday I was reading my son, my middle child. My son is gifted. He's a gifted child, so he sees the world a little bit differently than other people, right? So he struggles socially, right? Because he's just a smart kid, and when he talks to people, sometimes, I don't know. This is just my assumption that he's just, he's not talking with other kids what he wants to talk about, right? Or the things that he's into. And I was reading this article yesterday, and it talks about that, highly intelligent people have a hard time being social and have a hard time driving a car. And the reason that is that there's this book called The Mountain Is You. But it mentions that intelligent people have a hard time to deal with simple things because they overcomplicate it. They think it too much, right? So when you're being social, I guess the example that I can share, if you're being social, you're like, hey, I'm being social. Hi, hey, you want to play ball? You want to, right? You don't think about it too much. But when you are, when you're intelligent, you think about, well, if I say hi to this person, how are they going to react? Right? If I do this, what's going to happen? So they're over analyzing the situation so much that it makes them awkwardly social. And in the car example, it gives them that, like, just drive, dude. But they're probably thinking about the risk, the speed, all these different things. And it messes with their ability to just be normal. So, I think about that, and I think about trading, right? Sometimes we just overanalyze. We put a million things on our charts, and we just draw lines and all these kind of things, and then we still lose money. We still don't get it right? So it just frustrates us. So I think a lot of it has to do with just trusting your instinct, trusting what you're seeing, and at the same time trusting that you're wrong, and then doing something about getting out of that position or getting yourself out of that position. So yeah, man, I hope that helps. I mean, some of the things that I'm learning, and I've been sharing with some of my watchers that, at least for me, being able to go back and watch myself. Like, I'll go back before I upload this to like YouTube. By the way, we have a YouTube channel, so check us out. Actually, if you go to the spread on the lower right hand side, there's like my little logo there. You can subscribe right from there to support the channel on YouTube. But anyway, the point is that, I watch myself sometimes because I have to upload the video, or I want to check the audio. I want to see the quality of the video, what have you. And I also want to see myself trading. Like you're watching me trade, I'm going to see myself trading. And I pick up on a lot of mistakes that I make, or impulse decisions that I've made, or something I didn't think through. I didn't respect my rule. Like some of these trades you watch me enter today, they're above the EMA line. If they're above the EMA line, why am I going short, right? I should be going long because it's above the EMA line. So sometimes I don't follow my own rules, and that's how I get burned myself, by not following the rules that I should be following. So anyway, yeah, so I hope that stuff helps, especially if you're new to trading. I think just focus on the execution part, trusting what you see. If you're on a Ameritrade Thinkorswim, they have an on-demand feature, so you can trade the market live, like on a Saturday, and then paper trade the market live and check your emotions and check your strategies, that sort of thing. So anyway, I hope all of that helps, guys. It's been trading for a long time. I've never been trading to the point where like I'm sharing stuff with people. Usually I'm the one watching. So anything that I can do to help, ask a question, hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and I'll sell you a course. No, I'm kidding. I won't sell you a course. I just try to help you the best way I can. All right, guys, I'll be back. Follow me on Instagram at Shimano Trader. I'll be back. right, traders, we're back. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we're watching. See, good thing we got out of the SPY, right? So sometimes those things will happen where you'll be like, well, I'm glad I did that. And you'll learn to trust your instincts. You'll learn to trust your gut. AMD, we are down 150 for the day on AMD alone. But I'm going to hang on to that contract. It's almost taken all of my premium, so there's no point in me closing it at this point here to save $5. So I'm going to just stick with it. Maybe we'll get some sort of reversal later on today. Maybe we won't. But I should have cut that a lot sooner than I did. And in options, this is exactly what happens, right? You hang on to your losers. You do not hang on to your winners, right? We were short on Apple and we closed that out, and then we went long. So I'm demonstrating and showing to you guys the kind of mistakes that happen sometimes in trading. So I should probably not have closed out my Apple. Should have just stayed short on that. But we shall see, right? The day's not over. And then on AMD, we should have never let it get to the full value of the premium to lose, which was $158 or something. Like $155 is the full premium on AMD. And unless it can reverse significantly to the downside before end of day today, we'll probably lose that premium. But I should never be in that position to begin with, right? I should never be down $150 before, or $5 away from losing all your premium before you start thinking maybe I should get out of this. So those are some of the emotions that you're going to deal with. And I hope that is a lesson that you can learn from, where if you are significantly down or a trade is going against you, that is what that book talks a lot about. So, don't wait when you got losers happening. And that's what's trying to teach you to be a good loser. Oh, this is went against me. Let me get out. I lost $20. I could have lost 100. So those are some of the things that book talks about. And I hope that you guys take a moment. I'm going to take one last here before the end of the show here to go over that with you guys one more time. So we do have this book called The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hoggart. It is a short read, a good read, an easy, fun read. I would encourage you guys to go to my Instagram at Shimano Trader, on Instagram, Shimano Guy at Shimano Trader, and find this post and follow the rules to participate. Full transparency, not a single person has done it, and that's okay. I mean, if nobody wants it, no big deal. I'm going to continue to stream. I'm going to continue to push and promote what I feel has worked for me. And if you want to participate, be part of that drawing. We will be doing the drawing on March 15 live on the air, and we're going to select a winner, and then we'll mail you this book. And thanks for your support. Got the ambulance going by. So if you want to be part of that, check it out. Go online, follow the rules, and you will win that book. If not, it's perfectly fine, guys. No big deal. So we are here about 9 minutes before we go off air. AMD continues to push higher. We are down almost all of our premium on AMD, hoping for a reversal. Hope. Yeah, that's not a strategy, by the way. Hope. But we're hoping for a reversal on AMD to the downside for a recovery of that premium. We did take some Apple calls. We are down $32 on our Apple calls. We have $55. We took 5 contracts at $11 a piece. So we're down on that. Now we're going down on that because the premium, the time's going against us. And Apple needs to jump $2 before the end of day in order to pick up that premium. So we'll see how we'll do on that. Overall, though, the week has been solid. We had a really good week trading. It was a good month of trading as well. Not as good as January, but it was okay. And we did really well with our stocks. So we took some AMD. We took a couple of AMD shares late yesterday in the day before the market closed, and we closed those at 159. So we got them at 191.33. We closed them at 199.51. Made about $200-300 on that. And then we've been scalping the Weight Watchers. So I'll put it here so I don't have to move the chart. So here's Weight Watchers. So Weight Watchers, we've been watching this, and then it dumped because Oprah Winfrey said she's not going to come back. So it dumped. And then we build our positions the next morning. So we started building our positions down here. Averaged in to some of the stocks, and our average was 319 on it when we got all fully in on that stock, and we sold at 343. But this was thousands of shares because it's so cheap. And then we sold up here this morning, and then it came back down, and we rebought. So we rebought a larger lot, and we're trying to see if we can get out today for for some money there. So on the stock side, we've done really well today. Not so much on the option side, but the day's not over, so we'll see how things play out. All right, so what else we got? Yeah, I think that's about it. We're going to continue to watch Apple here, see if Apple can find a recovery, find its way up, do something what it did. Like yesterday in the afternoon, late afternoon, it spiked a bit. So maybe maybe we'll get a spike today. I'm not sure. Not really holding my breath, to be honest. But it is bouncing. So, you know, it hit that range. You know, check out those videos on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. Check out those videos on Tradecaster on the and expected range for the week and how we arrive there. And check out the recap video. We'll be doing those every Sunday, and I'll probably upload them late Sunday night to Tradecaster, and then, you know, they're available to watch anytime. I know you guys can't make comments or anything on them, so but definitely check them out and learn something new on setting expected ranges for stocks on the week. All right, Boeing gave it all back up. Probably shook a bunch of people out too. We had some really good music today. I was really pleased with today's music. It was not, we didn't get banned. We didn't get blocked. So the music was solid today. And this whole week has been a fun week of trading. So I hope you guys have a great week too. If you're curious, our music was brought to you by Infraction. It's a no copyright music channel on YouTube. You guys, if you guys ever decide to stream, you can pop on there and grab some music. Streaming has like a whole new world too, man. It's like, it's not there's a learning curve to it. Interesting. AMD is really feels like it's really done moving up for the day, right? But that's just me being biased, I bet. All right, Lyft coming back down a bit. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a pullback across the market, it looks like. 5120 on the S&P. Man, all-time highs, baby. Man, look at these all-time highs, man. SPY. Jeez. SPY continued to pump higher. There'll probably be some end-of-day plays today, too. Trading the close is fun as well. I'm gonna go on a walk after this though, so I gotta get my daily walk in. That's been very, been really good for my health. Taking those morning walks. If you're not walking, I encourage you to walk or run, crawl if you must. Yeah, kind of dead right now. I think this week we had a lot of low volume in the market. There's a couple of days where, you know, we're significantly low on volume. Yo, man, I'm really curious to see if AMD will kind of hold or will it kind of pull back a bit. We don't need that much of a pullback on it. Wow, imagine you're in the club right now with the pacifier and the glowing sticks, baby. Let's go. Remember those days, guys? Rocking out in the club. I don't know how you guys are. I don't know how old you are. Look at SPY, man. Little bit of a... I mean, it scared us out of our shorts, but There's some there, man. There's some there. This could be the top here, top of the day.
The DJ know.
All right, traders. Well, what can I say, man? Been streaming for a month now. I think we started January 25th. It is March 1st today. So I've been streaming for, a little bit over a month now. It's been a great time, and I really enjoyed this. I really, 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 really enjoyed this. I don't care if we got 3 people watching me or 3,000 or 3 million. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to trade on the days that I want to trade, how I want to trade. So I want to take a moment to thank you guys very much for spending a couple of hours of your day with me. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you guys study, read books. That book that I got is to be a good start. But I'm working on a couple of more books that I personally am going to read and share with some of my viewers. And education is a big part of this game. Education, screen time, and execution, right? That's part of becoming a great trader. So I want to wish you guys a wonderful weekend. Please study. Come hang out on a Sunday night. I'll go live on the YouTube, but I don't go live on Tradecaster. But I might do that. Do it live. So stay tuned for that. Sign up to the show, and then you'll get an alert when I go on live. But other than that, man, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Again, this is The Spread. We are a live trading show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I wake up really early for you guys in the West Coast. But come and join me next week, and subscribe to the show. Follow us on our socials. It's great hanging out with you guys today. Hoping that you guys have a wonderful weekend with friends and family. Recharge, some positive. And I always like to say, ask for God's help. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you guys later. Some UFC tonight. Peace. Oh, man, that wasn't my transition slide. Sorry. It's this one. See you guys later.